What up everybody, the Relates here, back with another video. In this video, I really wanted to make this video for a while now, but in this video we're going to be talking about Gears of War, ranking them all from worst to best. I'm not going to include any of the mobile games, I'm not going to include like DLCs or stuff. I'm going to include Gears of War 1. When I mean Gears of War 1, I'm going to say Ultimate Edition because it's basically the same game with just more improved graphics and improved mechanics. But Gears of War 1, Gears of War 2, Gears of War 3, Gears 4, Judgment, and Gears 5. Now, let's start off with the worst one. But no, before we even start off, make sure to subscribe to the channel. Make sure to like this video for more, videos from me. But yeah, let's start off with the worst game in my opinion is Gears of War Judgment. Now, if you guys know me, I hated Judgment. This game was god awful, and I have no idea what they were trying to do. Like, I know what they're trying to do, but they executed it so badly and poorly where it almost ruined the franchise by one game. One game ruined the franchise almost. And Judgment had the worst map design that I've ever seen, and not even a Gears of War, like in a third-person game. Those maps are just, they're chaotic. They're just so uneven. There's the high levels, you can jump, you can fall down from top levels. The Nasser was trash. Everything was the movement. There was no like execution. You just died. There was the controls. They changed the controls. Gears of War is known for the controls. It's perfected the controls where it's so smooth. And this game, for some reason, it tried to be Call of Duty. It tried to bring in new players. That was, a Call of Duty player that tried to get people from other games to join the Gears of War community. And yeah, it's cool they wanted to do that, but you don't change the whole game to get those few people that's to come into your community. You gotta make those people that's gonna come in the community is gonna come in because they want to play Gears of War. They're not gonna come in because it catered to them. You just gotta learn how to play Gears of War. And this game, I feel bad for some people because I know some people that have master prestige in this game, and I have no clue how they did it. The story, the campaign, it had a cool trailer. I remember the trailer when the Gears came out. It was cool, but the campaign is forgettable. Nothing really happens. It was just it was alright. It wasn't the greatest thing ever. The multiplayer was what really killed it. Now those other games, I think there was some Overrun game or something like that was called, but I don't remember anything from that. But I just remember the multiplayer, the maps, the way everything felt. The controls, the maps, the design, the freaking skins that game had was just atrocious. Those skins were terrible, especially for Gears of War. Now Gears of War 4 after that kind of had the same kind of skin, but wasn't to that degree. But Gears of War Judgment, that game was just awful. It came out on the 360, and it literally killed Epic Games. That the Coalition had to really take over. Gears of War from Epic Games basically. But yeah, Gears of War Judgment, the worst one I ever played. Worst third-person game I probably played in a while, like a long time. One of the worst games I played in my life. But yeah, Gears of War Judgment is the worst one. The next game I'm gonna say is Gears of War 5, the most recent Gears of War game that I've been talking about on this channel before. The main reason I say this was the first about 6-7 months of this game being released was the worst time I had on a Gears of War game since Judgment. This game literally had no content to it. That's the major reason I did not like it. They had literally no content on the first 6-7 months. There was literally no characters. There was no skins. The tour of duty was just stupid. It's still a stupid idea. As much as I hated loot boxes, loot boxes in other video games, Gears of War kind of did it correctly in Gears 4 in my opinion. But the tour of duty was trash. These maps, at first, these first few maps they released on release day, they were trash. They did not feel like Gears of War maps. Everything was unready. That's what this game was. It was unready to be released. It was not ready to be released to the public, and they just released it because, fuck it, they don't care about anything. But, Gears 5, it was really, something was off about it. Everything, the NASA felt weird, the online, the movement, everything was clunky, everything was stiff, and after the 7 months after being released, it was, got better each operation and improved on. Now Gears of War 5 right now is better, way better, 10 times better than where it was when it first got released when I played it. But you can't, I hate games that do this. Call of Duty World War II did this too, where it was garbage and people gave up on it, and then they improved it when it was kind of too late for the game. Now Gears of War 6 is not out, so it's not that too late for this Gears of War 5. But for me, I hate games that do that stuff where nothing is ready in the beginning and they just improve it later on. Just have the game ready. We paid $60, have it ready, have all the content, and that's it. The campaign was good. I like the campaign. The only thing I did not like was the ending, the cliffhanger, Rainer coming out of nowhere. But campaign is good. I didn't really play much of Horde mode or the new escape mode, but multiplayer wise and campaign wise, I enjoyed it. I joined the campaign. Multiplayer, it's alright. It's not the best, it's not the worst. Right now it's 20 times better than what it was back then. But Gears of War 5 is coming right after Judgment. So the next game is going to be Gears of War 1, Gears of War Ultimate Edition, basically the same thing. And some people might go crazy about this. Why do I put Gears of War 1 over Gears of War 2? Gears of War 2, I enjoyed a lot for some reason, but I could see someone having Gears of War 2 over Gears of War 1. But Gears of War 1, I'm going to just have it here. I did enjoy it, I did not hate it, but there was just something off about it for me. I couldn't keep playing it back to back to back. Like, I couldn't have long sessions where I played over 30 minutes each time. And the story campaign was amazing. One of the best campaigns of the Gears of War series. One of the best villains in General Alarm. The Ultimate Edition really helped out, make Gears of War better than what it was before. Ultimate Edition really helped out the multiplayer wise. It added more, added more skins, added more, character to the online. Gears of War 1 online was really generic at the time. 2006 is not going to compete with something in like 2020 right now, okay? 2021. So, Gears of War 1, I can see someone having it over Gears of War 2 and, have it maybe over Gears of War 3. But for me, it's only at this point. It's in the middle. I don't hate it. I don't enjoy it. But, I can see why someone, likes it a lot. But going to, after that, it's Gears of War 2. Gears of War 2, I loved everything about it. I loved the Horde mode. I loved the multiplayer. For some reason, I enjoyed the multiplayer as much. I heard a lot of people before I even got into Gears of War was talking about how Gears of War 2 was always broken. The connection, the NASA never worked, and the maps or something. They had always complaints about something. And when I played it, I did see something about the NASA. It was something wrong with it. It was just inconsistent. But I enjoyed that game a lot. Like, I really enjoyed that game. Gears of War 2 had a great storyline with Maria and Dom and all that Locust stuff. They introduced Horde mode, which was a great Horde mode for a beginning. For the first time having Horde mode, it was perfect. It had perfect ideas. The multiplayer people did not enjoy that much, but I enjoyed it. I liked the maps. I liked the movement. It was really stiff. It was really, I don't know how to describe it. I guess stiff, whatever. But like, it was. I enjoyed it for some reason. I really liked playing online with that game. And they had the gold NASA for the first time. The old Hammerburst. I think they had it back then. It was a great overall game for me, and I just enjoyed it more than I did Gears of War 1. But like I said, I can see someone having Gears of War 1 over this game. Gears of War 4 is only this high up for one major reason, and that is the movement. Gears of War 4 has probably the best movement of all the Gears of War games I played. This game was so smooth. The movement was so smooth. This game had the loot boxes, which is usually a bad thing. Like I said, bad things happen when you have loot boxes in your games. But the thing with Gears of War 4 was this game had the loot box perfectly. It was, at the beginning it wasn't, but eventually they did fix it up about a few months after the game. But you can get your skins, you can get your characters, you can get your camels, all from just playing the game. Literally, just you get coins. You got enough coins to do what you want to do with your coins. And I never at one I never throughout the whole cycle of Gears of War 4 that I ever thought about I should go buy some coins to get a character, because I always get the character because I just play the game. And people say that with Gears of War 5 where you just play the game on tour duty, but that's completely different because you don't get coins for each match you play. In Gears of War 4, you get your coins, and they had challenges as well. So you get plus the challenges, plus the coins you get from the game. And you just save up for a couple, like an hour or two, and you get the new character, the new boxes. You get new crates. It was great. They had so many characters. Gears of War 5 that they don't have literally any character. They add 2 characters and then they don't do anything. There was so many camos to the guns. Gears of War 5, there's literally, I haven't seen a new skin for a gun without them making us buy it for an esports thing or whatever. So Gears of War 4, great maps. They didn't have the best maps, but there was still good maps. They had great remastered maps. They always brought in characters from the past, and like I said, there was loot boxes, but you always had a good, really good chance of getting the characters anyways, and you can just craft them with the coins you get from just playing the game. So Gears of War 4, I really enjoyed it. I did really rage a lot on it. The percentage they added to it, where it tells you how much percent damage you did to someone, really pisses you off sometimes when you killed them, but it says you did 100% sometimes, even though the guy is alive and you're dead. That makes no sense. But Gears of War 4, it was a great game. I still remember me and my friend playing Gears nights on Gears of War 4. We all just played Gears of War 4 all night long. So that Gears of War 4, it was a great game. The storyline, the story mode or whatever, it was just, I feel like it was, I don't know, I feel like they didn't know what to do with it, like, to be honest. The cliffhanger again, the storyline wasn't that great, but it wasn't bad. JD was really generic, but in Gears 5 they kind of gave him some character. Horde mode, I liked it a lot. Horde mode was great. Everything in the online basically was great. I enjoyed online. I liked the Horde. I liked the multiplayer. Campaign could have been better, but Gears of War 4, the movement, the crates, the loot boxes, the skins, the just the movement basically was great. The wall bouncing was great, and that's why I liked it so much. I don't know why I enjoyed it that much, but I enjoyed it. I kept playing it for some reason, and Gears of War 4 will always be one of my favorite Gears of War games. And number 1, my favorite, in my opinion, the best Gears of War game of all time is Gears of War 3. This was my first Gears of War I ever played too when it first came out, and to this day it's still one of the best games I ever played in my life. The multiplayer, the campaign, the beast mode, the horde mode, they were all basically perfect to me. The NASA in that game was great. That was one of the times where the NASA actually worked. In Gears of War, NASA they never really know how to fix it. They always have it too OP. They don't know how to, have it balanced. And I feel like Gears of War 3, with the active reloads, I don't know why they even took out active reloads in the games, but with that, it was just such a smooth, balanced game. Now, there was some spongy characters, but besides that, there was really not much to complain about. Sort of suck on sometimes, but there's ways to avoid it. The maps were like a 10 out of 10. Multiplayer maps were great. The community at that time was amazing. That was its peak. That was Gears of War's peak right there. I still remember seeing those videos on YouTube where people were hyping up Gears of War 3, waiting in lines, and they were so hyped up for the game. And dude, this game was great. There was literally nothing for me to complain about. I always remember playing this game for the whole day. Private lobbies, multiplayer. It had great game modes. It had great characters. It had great online skins for the guns. The flaming skin that you get from the beta is probably my favorite, weapon skin of any video game. It just looks too smooth, and it just this game was such a great game. There's really nothing much to talk about that's really bad about the game. The campaign was great, like I said. It ended the Gears of War 1, 2, 3 story. Horde mode was great. They added extra stuff to it. Beast mode, I have no clue why they took that game mode out. They tried to bring it in with Judgement, I think, and Gears, whatever the other Gears of War was. I think 5 has it. escape mode or something like that. I don't know, but Judgment had it, but it was nowhere near to the level of beast mode. Beast mode is such a great game mode. Character, you know, the characters are great, like I said. The progression was great. You know, you left, like I said to my other Gears of War 5 video, where you don't really unlock anything from just playing the game. This game, you really unlock 99% of the stuff you unlock from playing the game. You know, level 1 you get this character, level 5 you get this character, level 10 you get this, level 100 you get this. You know, it was such a great thing with the, you know, Onyx camos. The Onyx camos in Gears 5 is literally like nothing. It's just a black thing you just buy for your gun. You know, you pay coins for it. You don't really unlock it. There's no challenge to unlocking it. Gears 5 or Gears 3, my bad, had challenges. You get 5,000 kills with this gun. You get Onyx camo for it. Having Onyx camo on Gears of War 3 was something that not a lot of people really had, and it was such a great game. It lasted so long, and there's still like at least 1,000 people playing Gears of War 3 to this day, and it's such a great game. But yeah, that's gonna be my list from worst to best Gears of War games. You know, worst one, like I said, with Judgment. Then where was what was it, 5, Gears of War 1, Gears of War 2, 4, and then Gears of War 3. But yeah, guys, that's gonna be the video, guys. That's my list right there. If you guys have a different kind of list, make sure to drop a comment below and tell me your guys' list, your Gears of War rank, basically. And make sure to drop a like on this video. Make sure to subscribe for more videos. And yeah, thanks for watching.